Good morning, Ger.
Good morning.
You there? How are you? Sorry, I live with a dog, so every now and then he goes mental, and I have to try and do something with him. I just wanted. I started this.
Kids do that.
Yeah. First of all, I'm going to. These aren't long slots that I'm doing, but I started this mad thing in my kitchen about a week ago, and an awful lot of people are connecting with me about it because I think it's just we're all trying to fill the time at the moment. And you're just one of my heroes, if I could say that. But anyway, you definitely are. And we met each other 2 months ago in Lucan Library, when the two of us were talking books and people were renting us out for a few hours. But your story completely blew me away. And I just thought at a time like this when everybody is struggling, you have gone through so much. Now, you can tell, I don't want to tell your story because your story is your story. But just if you could just briefly give me a background of your own story, because I think after all you've been through, that going and then putting yourself into that desperate television program that you've just gone through with those sadists is all I can say. Maybe you could give us all some advice now as to how we survive this and how we all come out as better people, because that's exactly what you've done after your previous 20 years, really. So I'll hand over to you and just give me a brief overview of your own story shortly, and we've about 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so grew up in Darndale in Coolock. Had a bit of I know now I had a bad upbringing. Irresponsible parents, I call it. That's putting it nice. Which sent me down the bad road in life. But even as a kid, as any kid, we all dream. We have our dreams. And my dream was to become a soccer player. So at the age of 14, actually the age of 15, I got a chance to play soccer in Scotland, in Dunfermline. And I went over on a trial and come off the bench. The team was losing 3-1, and I come off the bench, scored 2 and laid up the winner. So I signed up with Dunfermline Athletic on a full-time scholarship as a YTS, which is a youth training scheme, like an apprenticeship, and started to live over there as a professional footballer. But when I was over there, my father committed a crime, which brought me back to Coolock to look after my brothers and sisters. And my dream was taken right from beneath my feet. A month after that, then my mother moved out. She moved over to a different country with another man. So that sent me right down the wrong road. Then at the age of 34 or something, to roll it forward, so I ended up serving a prison sentence for 2 years in Mountjoy. And when I was in prison, I remember saying to myself, where's my life gone? You know, it just flashed in front of me, like my life just had gone down the drain, really. I always had that little small bit of that little boy that made it as a pro as a kid, and he was always there in the corner of my mind saying, you can still be great, like you've done it before on your own without any help, so you definitely have something there. So I got out in 2016, and my son Ross was due in October 2016, and I went to see my friend, and I were away on holiday, and he had a son, and you know, we were talking about things that fathers do with sons, and he was telling me the little things he'd done with his son, going camping and going to the doctors together, and that you wouldn't let the doctor take bloods from the father, the son was jumping away, and just little funny and happy things. 2 weeks later, my friend died, and I remember sitting in the funeral home, and I seen this son walk up to his father, and the father was dead, and I just said to myself, that's it. I was involved in a criminal gang, even at that time, and I was taking drugs at that time, and I just said, you know what, what's it all about? Why are we doing this? Why are we putting our kids through all this? And that's it. I swore that day I was going to change, and that was it. I have not done that since that day. I started to rebuild my life. I went to watch an Ironman in 2016 just to be around like-minded people, and I thought to myself, James, maybe I could do that, and I couldn't swim, and I couldn't even cycle a bike. Like, I've never been on a road bike or anything. So 2017, I took up the sport of Ironman. An Ironman is a
I know, desperate marathon thing.
3.8 swim, 180k on the bike, and a full marathon. So I started the journey training as an Ironman. Said I couldn't swim, never been on a TT bike. But it wasn't about that. It was about change. I wanted to change. I wanted to inspire my son and to inspire my family and to do something positive, because I didn't believe that being involved in a criminal gang or anything like that was, it's we're part of, we're as I suppose kids are a part of their environment. They are a product of their own environment. I was a product of my own environment. My granddad was locked up. My father was locked up, and I was locked up. So I said to myself, if I continue on this trait, my son's going to be locked up. So someone has to change this. So I decided to change it.
Ger, is it very hard to get out of a criminal gang?
It depends on the circumstances, I suppose. I mean, look, it's like Anton. People ask me that question, and then some other people will answer because they'll say, well, I can't get out because if I get out, I'm going to be killed. Well, the thing is, if you stay in there, you're going to be killed. If you get out of it, yeah, you might be killed. But you know what? You'll have a better life. So it comes with it.
You've completely turned your life around. You have 5 kids now.
5 kids, married.
Yeah.
In my own house.
An amazing inspirational person. You're an amazing person. I mean, my God, the day we sat out in Lucan Library and you told your story, like you could hear a pin drop in the room. You're so ordinary, if you don't mind me saying that. And you're so humble about your story. And you've overcome so many challenges. So that's really why I wanted to talk to you this week, because looking at Corona the way it is at the moment, when you look at all you've been through, is this just another blip in the road for you? Or have you got the mental strength to kind of get through something like this better than the rest of us because of what you've done? Or are you going mental at home with the kids like everybody else?
I don't see any difference in my life, to be honest with you. It hasn't affected me one bit. I don't buy into any shit. I don't buy into anyone telling me stuff. You can't do this, can't do that, because you can do anything you want to do. This is just another hurdle in anyone's life.
I know, but are you obeying the rules? Are you washing the hands and keeping the kids at a distance and out, all that? Are you still training?
I'm flat out training. I'm training a lot harder than I was.
Okay.
No, I haven't stopped. The only thing I can't do is pool swim. But I'll just compensate by being a better cyclist and a better runner.
Okay. And what if you were to give us advice, Ger? What is the thing? What's the one thing that gets people through something like this? Is it resilience? Is it trying to mentally keep yourself strong? What is the one? What's your advice to everybody? Because you have overcome so many hurdles in your life at this stage, like monumental hurdles. What's your advice to people who haven't had so many challenges in their life?
Yeah, I suppose my advice on this would be not to get involved in on the social media side of things where you're listening to absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Because unless the Taoiseach or unless someone in power stands up on RTE 6-1 or 9 o'clock news, everything else is bullshit. Like, we know the safety aspect of it, but people are getting embroiled in this bullshit and they're buying into it. And even though you don't realise, the mind is taking this on board and it becomes a negative then.
Yeah.
So stay off all the social media shite and concentrate on something like, if you want to learn how to play guitar or something.
Yeah.
Or if you want to read books, do you know what I mean? Or clean the garden, or we're dissecting room by room, we're dissecting every room, cleaning all the rooms. But you can get out and go on walks, and do you know what I mean? There's loads you can do.
Yeah.
People just, you don't have to.
Yeah. Go under.
People.
Yeah, sorry? I heard somebody yesterday, which I thought was really odd. Now, he's cleverer than me. He's a psychologist, and he was on the radio and he's saying you can have your worry window. So you can worry in the morning and you can worry in the evening. And I thought, why would you even have a worry window? Why would you even let it into your head? I mean, we all have to try and stay positive and not let ourselves go under with it, because it's too big. We have to try and get through it. I was on the beach this morning early and there was loads of people walking down there. And it was magnificent. The sun was coming up. It was exquisite. And at the end of the day, it's not that hard to have to stay at home and clean your house. Do you know what I mean? It's not that hard, No,
people need to people have too much to say. Do you know what I mean? People just need to look after themselves, do their own thing and look after themselves and stop fucking worrying about everyone else.
Yeah.
That's my advice. People on the social media taking pictures of groups of people. Fair enough, it's not right. But fuck off. Do your own thing. Do you know what I mean? Clean your own hands and look after your own people and don't be worrying about everyone else. That messes with the mind.
Okay.
There's a
And the
difference
last
here,
thing I
like,
have to say to you is, how in God's name, why did you put yourself into hell and back for that week on the telly? It was, and I wanted to get in there and punch the head off the two fellas that were shouting at you. But I mean, it was desperate. Why would you do that to yourself?
because any big task or obstacle like that makes you a better person. There's always something better to come from it.
My God.
And I'm looking to be better all the time, you know.
Okay, well, we'll end on that now. Well, you're definitely one of my, you're definitely one of my heroes. That's for sure. Listen, it was lovely to talk to you. And I hate to
Okay.
say this, but we'll put it up on social media. But don't look at it if you're not looking at social media. But listen, thanks a million. It's lovely knowing you, and hopefully we'll talk to you when we're all out the other side. Keep those
Yeah.
5 babies safe.
All right, David. Cheers.
Okay, bye, Ger.
Yeah, bye.